Have you ever felt like life is shifting around you, like things are changing, but you're not sure why? Maybe people are leaving, plans are falling apart, or your heart is suddenly searching for something deeper. It's easy to see these moments as random, or even discouraging. But what if they're not? What if they're actually signs, quiet, powerful signs, that Allah is guiding you to something far greater than what you've imagined? In this video, we'll uncover 5 subtle yet powerful signs that Allah is preparing you for a bigger purpose. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They're real signs that many of us overlook. If you're going through a phase of confusion, restlessness, or transformation, this might be exactly the clarity you've been seeking. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's explore the signs that your journey is being divinely guided. 1. Doors start closing. Sometimes in life, we pursue goals with full energy, applying for a job, chasing a dream, or trying to maintain a relationship. But then, out of nowhere, everything falls apart. The opportunity you thought was perfect slips away. The connection you valued suddenly ends. It feels like failure, but in reality, it might be divine protection and redirection. When Allah closes a door, it's never without wisdom. What you see as loss may actually be a blessing in disguise. That job you didn't get, maybe it wasn't going to serve your Deen or your mental peace. That person who left, perhaps their presence would have pulled you away from your purpose. We don't always understand it in the moment, but with time, Allah often reveals why things didn't work out. The key is not to panic when plans fall apart. Instead, reflect. Was I placing my trust in this outcome more than in Allah? If so, a closed door can be a loving reminder to realign your reliance. Allah may be saving you for something far better, something your limited vision can't see yet. In the Quran, Allah tells us, "But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you know not." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. This verse reminds us that not every loss is a setback. Sometimes it's a step forward in disguise. So when doors close, don't see it as the end. See it as Allah gently steering you toward a path that holds greater meaning, deeper fulfillment, and more barakah than you ever expected. 2. You're drawn closer to faith. One of the most beautiful and subtle signs that Allah is guiding you is when you begin to feel a deep pull toward your faith, often without any obvious reason. You may suddenly feel the urge to pray on time, open the Quran after weeks or months, or start listening to Islamic reminders that resonate deeply with your soul. This shift isn't accidental. It's a gentle nudge from your Creator. It often happens during moments of stillness, solitude, or even emotional struggle. Out of nowhere, your heart starts seeking answers, peace, and connection with something greater than yourself. That spiritual hunger is not just your own curiosity. It's Allah inviting you back to Him, preparing your heart for something more meaningful. This inward draw usually brings clarity. You begin to see the world differently. Temporary pleasures no longer excite you the same way. You feel a new kind of fulfillment in things that nourish your soul: prayer, dhikr, kindness, and sincere reflection. It's as if Allah is slowly peeling back the layers of distraction, revealing what truly matters. Sometimes you may even feel overwhelmed by emotion during worship, or tears may come unexpectedly in sujood. These moments are signs of a heart that's softening, a sign that Allah is near and nurturing your return to Him. This spiritual awakening is never random. Allah chooses hearts to guide, and if yours is being pulled closer to Him, it means He sees potential in you, even if you don't see it yet. Treasure this feeling. Lean into it. Because when Allah turns your heart toward Him, it's always the beginning of something greater than what you've left behind. 3. Life feels uncomfortable. There are seasons in life where nothing feels stable. You might find yourself overwhelmed, restless, or emotionally drained. Your routine feels heavy. Your goals seem unclear, and even things that once brought you comfort now feel empty. This discomfort, though painful, can be a powerful sign that Allah is preparing you for transformation. Growth often starts with discomfort. Just as a seed must crack open to become a tree, your current state may need to break apart to reveal something better. That inner unrest isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're being pushed beyond the surface into something deeper. Allah sometimes makes your current situation uncomfortable not to punish you, but to push you toward a life that's more aligned with your true purpose. When everything feels uncertain, it forces you to pause and reflect. You begin questioning where you're headed and whether your choices are leading you closer to Allah or away from Him. These questions are a gift. They're the start of conscious growth. In those moments of unease, you're more likely to turn inward, to seek clarity, and most importantly, to turn back to your Lord. Sometimes, this phase strips away distractions. You might lose opportunities, people, or habits that once defined you. But with every layer that falls away, you're being redirected to what's real and lasting. Allah isn't just making you uncomfortable. He's calling you higher. If you're feeling unsettled, don't resist it. Sit with it. Ask Allah what He's trying to show you. Because often, it's in the discomfort that the biggest breakthroughs begin. And Allah never burdens a soul without purpose. People leave your life. One of the most unexpected yet significant signs that Allah is guiding you is when certain people begin to fade from your life. Friendships may end, relationships might break down, and people you once relied on may suddenly distance themselves. While this can feel deeply painful and confusing, it's often a sign of divine intervention, a silent mercy from Allah. Sometimes we hold on to relationships out of habit, comfort, or emotional attachment, even when they no longer serve our growth. But Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows who belongs in our journey and who doesn't. When someone walks away or is removed from your life without clear explanation, it may be Allah clearing space for something or someone better aligned with your purpose. This separation isn't always about the other person being bad. It's about timing, growth, and the path Allah is shaping for you. Some individuals are meant to be with you only for a season, to teach you something, to help you grow, or even to test you. Once their role is fulfilled, their exit may be the start of a new phase in your life. Rather than chasing what's gone, take a step back and reflect. What lesson did this person bring? What space has now opened in your heart or life? Often, it's in that empty space where new clarity, direction, or connections begin to form, ones that uplift your soul and draw you closer to Allah. Losing people can be heartbreaking, but it's not always a loss. Sometimes, it's Allah protecting you, refining your circle, and making room for better companionship, deeper peace, and a stronger connection with Him. 5. You feel a deep inner pull. There comes a point when you can't quite explain it, but something inside you knows you're meant for more. This feeling isn't rooted in ego or ambition, but in a quiet, persistent whisper from within. It's as if your soul is being nudged towards something greater, something purposeful. That deep inner pull is often a sign that Allah is calling you to elevate, spiritually, mentally, or even in how you serve others. It might start subtly, a restlessness with where you are, a desire to make a bigger impact, or a curiosity that won't leave you alone. You might feel drawn to change your habits, start something meaningful, or walk away from distractions that no longer feel right. This isn't random. It's a signal. Allah is awakening something within you because you're being prepared for a higher calling. When Allah places a dream, an idea, or a sense of responsibility on your heart, it's not without purpose. He doesn't plant seeds of growth in vain. That inner pull may be His way of guiding you toward a path that aligns more deeply with your fitrah, your natural state of being close to Him and serving with intention. You may not know what the next step looks like, and that's okay. What matters is that you respond. Begin moving, even slowly, in the direction of that inner voice. Make dua for clarity, take small steps in faith, and trust that Allah is walking with you. Feeling called to more is one of the clearest signs that you're being guided. Don't ignore it. That quiet pull may just be the start of your most meaningful chapter, one that leads you closer to Allah and to the reason you were created. If any of these signs felt familiar, know that you are not alone. Allah is with you, guiding you every step of the way. Trust His timing, even when the path isn't clear. If this video brought you peace or clarity, like, share, and subscribe to Pure Deen for more faith-centered reminders. Before you go, drop this beautiful dua in the comments. Ya Allah, guide me to what is best for my dunya and akhirah. Let's fill the comments with prayers and positivity. May your journey be filled with light and purpose.